Alright, so I've just finished watching Wisdom of Trauma, right, a couple of days ago. And it was quite profound because something that I have been able to read in many books, I've seen many, videos now on this subject. It is like finally a movie on it, right? And I thought it was like fantastic that now that I got something to reference people back to build up the evidence that I need with this subject. So it's like one thing I hate that gets misunderstood a lot in today's society is that a lot of people say it's like, I don't understand why they act that way because they came from a good home, or is that, sorry, what's the other? Or is that they have good parents. I don't understand why they're acting out, why they have these mental health issues, why they got behavior issues, right? So in society, we really lack the understanding of meeting psychological needs, especially in the first 3 years of life, right? And let alone even understanding human behavior at all, which is, quite fascinating how none of this stuff really gets taught in school and all that, and it's something I think that should be, because it's like we are living in a society that lacks meeting our psychological needs from a young age, and this is very traumatic for a child, right? We teach kids how to suppress their emotions, not feel them, or express them in a healthy manner. And even to the context, like when babies, right? So for a baby to survive, right, they need physical touch. You can give them shelter, food, right them out of sleep, blah, blah, blah. If they don't get the physical touch, is that it's very traumatic for them, because that's how babies process their emotions, through touch. And we're kind of got a society that promotes, like, when a baby is crying, just let him cry it out, and a bunch of things that are holding space. We make them separate and suppress their emotions, and this makes them feel not worthy later on down the track. So we have this whole society just built on not being enough. I'm not okay to be who I am. I have to put these filters on. I have to suppress everything, because if I don't do this, I'm not going to be safe. And in actual fact, this is creating a whole unsafety with us, and this is why mental health is going through the roof. All these other diseases, say autoimmune, cancers and all that, this is all suppression of trauma, and that's like a huge part of it. So it's like we start understanding that with the way that we are as a society, is that we got to start changing our value system, because with suppressing of our emotions, suppressing trauma, especially from a young age, we teach this so young, and that it's like we're surviving, but we're not thriving as a society anymore. And it's so promoted in Western culture. And Gabor Mate, I think I said his name right then, I'll probably miss it, the main fellow in the Wisdom of Trauma. I was listening to one of his podcasts, and he goes, the reason why a lot of us have such negative thoughts is because the way we're conditioned in society is not actually our fault, or we're not actually meant to have them for exactly a reason. And I was like, oh, that makes total sense. So I think, like, go and watch this film. It is blowing. So and it should be, everyone should watch it, no matter what end of the spectrum you are, what your beliefs and all that, because this will give you the wake-up call. Because I think over the next couple of generations, this is when we're going to actually have to make the changes, so that instead of just surviving and destroying the world, that we actually start thriving and coexisting with the world. So highly go recommend watching this film, and start doing this work around, your trauma, and then helping other people do the same.